Yo guys, what is going on? My name is Jay Filoni, and today I'm have you guys gonna be my week 10 recap and my week 11 picks. So let's get into it. Week 10, I don't really want to say this, but I went 2-11. Pretty embarrassing, guys. This is definitely my worst week by far. My prior worst week would be week 2 at 6-9. That was early in the season, so I kind of had an excuse, but at this point in the season, you kind of have no excuses for a 2-11 week. But I've never seen a week with so many more upsets than this week. It's absolutely insane. Upset special, week 10. I couldn't believe it. Absolutely insane. But let's get into it. 2-11 for week 10. That puts me 80-56 overall. The Bills beat the Jets. I was wrong on that one. I was excited though. I can't stand the Jets. Good for Rex Ryan getting a big win. Puts both teams at 5-4. Bills will have the tiebreaker over the Jets. They play each other in week 17, and I can see that one being for the wild card, either a 5th or 6th spot. It's gonna be exciting. Can't stand the Jets. Hope they lose. Hope they blow it. The Lions beat the Packers. That one is mind-blowing. Up at Lambeau Field for the first time since 1991. Just doesn't make sense. But as we found out, Aaron Rodgers is hurt, and I did not know he was hurt, and you could tell he's hurting because that offense has been off for the past 3 weeks. That puts the Packers now at 6-3. It's just crazy how you can go from being 6-0 to 6-3 in such a short period of time. The Cowboys lost to the Buccaneers. That was a low-scoring game. I thought the Cowboys would eventually come back and finally win a game, but that puts them down at 7 losses in a row. I'm not complaining. Good win for Tampa Bay. Panthers beat the Titans. That's one of the games that I actually got right. Panthers are rolling. They're 9-0. Good for the Panthers. Good for Cam Newton. Give them all the props in the world. That just leaves the Panthers and the Patriots as the only unbeatens left. The Rams lost to the Bears pretty badly. I didn't expect that one either. Then again, the Rams aren't a very good football team either. What's his name? Nick Foles has been struggling. I'm pretty sure he's getting benched. So they got a lot of problems down in St. Louis. So it is what it is. The Saints lost to the Redskins. The Redskins absolutely handed them a good old beating. Big fat Rob Ryan gets fired. And the Saints have been not a good football team this year. The Giants should have really beat them. Defensively, they're a joke. Offensively, they still got Drew Brees, but he's not the same this season. That whole team hasn't been the same in a while. And their defense is just atrocious. Robert Ryan needs to go. He's just a big fat slob, big fat waste. The Dolphins beat the Eagles, another upset. Sam Bradford got hurt, and Sanchez comes in. And to be honest, I'd rather have Sam Bradford out there. I think Sanchez is a better quarterback. Even though Sanchez makes those stupid interceptions, I think overall Sanchez is a better quarterback than Sam Bradford. That's just my opinion. But Sanchez just makes way too many mistakes. Turnover in the red zone absolutely killed the Eagles. And that was a big win for Miami. It helps us out tremendously. Puts the Eagles at another loss. Puts them at 4-5. So granted, if they do win this weekend coming up, we'll all be 5-5. So big win for the Dolphins. Just makes the AFC East that much more challenging for the Jets. The Steelers beat the Browns. I got that one right. Ben Roethlisberger comes in for Landry Jones comes in, hurts his foot, gets his foot stepped on, and Ben Roethlisberger comes in, who wasn't even supposed to be playing that week, and throws for 300 yards. It's literally insane that Big Ben could do something like that, and you just never know week to week. It's impressive. I was very impressed by Big Ben coming in and throwing for 300 yards. Granted, with the injuries that he's having this season. So good for the Steelers. That puts them at 6-4, and they're looking in good shape for a wild card. The Ravens lost to the Jaguars. I just don't get it. I don't know what's going on with the Ravens. They do have a talented roster, but I just don't get what's going on with them this season. Just a bad football team, and I feel bad for Steve Smith. This is how your final season goes, even though he's hurting right now. It sucks. It does suck when your final season is just a nightmare. The Raiders lost to the Vikings. That was a pretty competitive game. It was back and forth on that one. Good win for Minnesota. Minnesota's playing hot right now. First place in the NFC North. They get a big game against the Packers coming up this weekend. Giants and Patriots game. Please do not get me started about that game. I am beyond frustrated. you have the best team in the NFL beat, and you just don't make the plays at the end of the game to secure it. Landon Collins not making the interception, not stopping them on fourth down. It's just the small little frustrating things that just bother me. The Giants' 4 out of the 5 losses have been heartbreaking, and to be honest, we could easily be 10-0 right now. It's just, I don't know. Giants like to blow games at the end, and it's been hurting us, but it just shows. I try to look at the positives. If we come to play, we could beat anybody, and a lot of people don't give us credit. Granted, we're 5-5, but if this team really wants to come play, they're hard to beat. And Tom Coughlin, as much as he's been on the hot seat, he always has his team ready for big games like that. So we gave them a run for the money. We've been closer than anyone else has, and they're a talented football team. Without Danny Amendola, though, not Amendola. Yes, Amendola. Julian Edelman, sorry. Without Julian Edelman, they're going to be a completely different team. He was a big aspect to that offense, and you could see in the second half they weren't the same team going down the road. So it's going to be a big loss for them, but the Patriots, they'll get adjusted to it with no problem. Broncos lost to the Chiefs. Granted, Peyton Manning beats the all-time passing leader record, but goes 5 of 25 for like 40-something yards and throws 4 interceptions. Peyton, I don't know what the fuck happened to him. I know he's hurting this year. He's on the injury report. He's out. And that gives Osweiler a good start. I think he's got a good shot to take over Peyton Manning's job. I think this is the end of Peyton Manning. He just can't keep going anymore. The arm strength isn't there. Injury-wise, he was thinking about debating it. He really should have retired after the 2013 season that he had, where he was just putting up nasty numbers. And granted, the Broncos are still going to make playoffs, but without a healthy Peyton Manning, they're not going to go far. As good as that defense is, if your offense can't produce points and turn over the ball 24/7, you're not going to win games. The Seahawks lost to the Cardinals at home. Cardinals playing good football, but I expect the Seahawks, usually when they're home, they don't lose, but they did lose on Sunday Night Football. I was too pissed off to watch that game, so I don't really know exactly what happened in the game. All I know is the Cardinals won. Good for the Cardinals. The Bengals lost to the Texans. I don't get it. You just never know week to week in the NFL. The Bengals are going undefeated. Big win for the Texans, though. Puts them at 4-5. TJ Yates will be their starter. I think TJ Yates is better than anyone else they have as quarterback. Hoyer sucks. Ryan Mallett's not even on the team anymore. They cut his stupid ass for missing, the flight, this, that, and the next thing. So they're just a dysfunctional bunch over there in Houston, but they get the win against Cincinnati. It's crazy. You never know week to week in the NFL. So let me get in my week 11 picks. I picked the Titans over the Jaguars. I was wrong. I'm picking the Raiders over the Lions. I'm going to pick the Falcons over the Colts. Picking the Jets over the Texans. Picking the Eagles over the Buccaneers. Picking the Broncos over the Bears. I'm picking Green Bay over the Minnesota Vikings. I'm picking the Rams over the Ravens. I'm going to pick the Cowboys over the Dolphins. I'm going to pick the Panthers over the Redskins. I'm picking the Cardinals over the Bengals. I'm picking the Seahawks over the 49ers. And I'm going to pick the Chiefs over the Chargers. And Monday Night Football, of course, you go with the Patriots over the Bills. Pick the Patriots every single week, and you're doing something right. That will do it for my Week 11 picks, my Week 10 recap. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to give it a like rating. This has been Jay Flinney, and I'll talk to you guys all later. Peace.